World of Ability, Revitalize Your Marketing, brought to you by podcast engineer Emily Gulmer and feature expert John Petros. Take it away, Emily.
Hey, welcome everybody to the World of Ability Podcast Network. My name is Emily Comer and a podcast engineer here. And we're excited to bring you another episode of Revolutionize Your Marketing with City Marketing MA. So we met John Petros several months ago and while working on another project. And was kind of seeing does his passion for is the whole marketing industry and what he does with Mill City marketing, so on. So this so we're excited to be starting the show. That's part of the reason of how this whole show came about. And so there's the show having the show every Friday at 3 o'clock p.m. Central. And I'd love to have everybody, encourage everybody to tune in. Love to have everybody. But right now, though, I'm gonna pass it over to Kurt to Kurt, do you have any words for today?
How do I have words for you, Emily Gulmer? Oh my goodness
About,
gracious.
about marketing and our show today and so on.
Well, yeah, we're going to talk to you, Emily, right now about marketing and marketing this show and marketing me. You know, boy, you gave John quite a buildup, and then you just kind of come in here, and here I am, Kurt. And I hope everybody knows who I am because here I am, and we're on Revolutionize Your Marketing. So, this is how we're going to revolutionize this show right here, right now, and revolutionize Emily's experience as a podcast engineer, a scheduler, and a virtual assistant, a VA. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, and I am passionate about bringing to the forefront people's stories and their work and what they do in life, how they do it, why they do it, where they do it, the who, what, where, when, why, and how, so we can get it all out there. And then when you like what you hear and you see the value of marketing here, marketing has many parts. At the beginnings of it, it starts out with your product or service, how you place it, you know, the pricing you set on it, and then getting out there and promoting it. Now, a marketing plan also has many parts. A lot of people take marketing akin to advertising, but there's other parts, that promotion element I talked about. Customer service is a part of marketing, direct selling, so having your sales force, your sales team, and what you're doing there, and having a digital marketing plan, and so all the stuff you have out there in social media, what you're using with mass media and getting out there in publicity and events can be part of your marketing program. So with all that in mind, there's a bit to marketing. And so for what you want to do with your community endeavor, your business, your for-profit, your nonprofit, things at your faith space. Maybe you want to welcome people into your faith community. There's a lot of things that we can do in the field of marketing. So yes, we're going to bring in our friend John here, and you're going to learn what he's doing in the field of marketing. John, come on in here, and let's get the story going for you, John, in terms of how you started your company, how you came to learn for yourself that you enjoy marketing and that you learn from others some things about marketing, and you became devoted to share it with us out here. Why is that? How did you start your company, and what is your company all about? And then what is your own personal flair? How are you different from all these other marketers around the world, John?
Well, to start off, how I got started was I started off being a travel agent. And I thought the company I was working with a website, I would be getting clients through them. But that wasn't the case. So I took it upon myself. I said, well, how difficult can it be? So I started putting ads out on Facebook to really no avail. I got a couple. But as time went on, I bumped into this gentleman on the internet who has years of experience in marketing. And he was starting a certification course. And the business that he has a whole team out in San Diego. Um, he's got about $1 million studio that he built out there in San Diego that he works out of with his team. He's got clients around the world, and I believe it's 75 different countries. So I figured, hey, if I'm going to learn marketing, got to learn from the best. So I took his 16-week online course for certification, and I've been doing a little bit the last couple of years, but getting more into it. And last summer, he started incorporating artificial intelligence into the marketing field. So I took his course a second time. Once wasn't enough. And surprisingly enough, taking it a second time, I learned things about the marketing, not only AI, but about marketing that I didn't pick up the first time. So if you go to learn something and you take it a second time, expect to learn more because it happens all the time. And so I prefer working with small businesses because they're the ones that get hit the hardest by COVID. I've seen too many of them around here not even open up after COVID. Some that did had to shut their doors because they couldn't get their customer base back. So my goal is to help them get their customer base back to where it was before COVID. It's not only small companies I like working with, big companies as well, profit companies, non-profits. I'm working with a lady now down in South Carolina who's starting a nonprofit. But Kurt, one thing I didn't mention last week is I had a phrase last week, but every week I will have a new phrase. This week it's reach, and that's a period after each letter. Stands for respect, effort, accountability, commitment, honesty, which is what I thrive for in my business. I respect the people I work with. I give them every effort I can to make their business bigger and better. And I expect them to hold me accountable. And I'm committed to do what they need done. And I'm honest about what I do. So that's my phrase for this week. So Kurt, I will try to come up with a new phrase every week that people can follow.
That's awesome. I like that phrase. Don't you, Kurt?
Yeah, I mean, Jeep.
Or acronym, I guess.
Yeah,
More or
the
less.
acronym. Yeah. So yeah, Reach is what we're all a part of here with the live streaming. Be able to be on Facebook Live and reach Facebook users, out on YouTube Live for all the people looking around for marketing stuff on, YouTube. So here we are, and so this is what it's about. And then, with live streaming being a part of what we do here at the World Ability Podcast Network, that's our big offering in marketing. Emily and I and my wife Sue are going around to networking groups all the time and saying, hey, you're all getting together on networking groups, business networking groups, to be in breakout rooms and get with other professionals, meet people and new people to expand your reach and stuff like that. So John, how do you view what we're doing right now, the live streaming method? And you talk about with this show, revolutionize your marketing. How does live streaming and social media fit into your idea for what this show is to revolutionize marketing? How does what we're doing now revolutionize anything?
It gets the word out to people who otherwise probably wouldn't know what the background of marketing really is. Because nowadays there's a lot of people that just go on, especially YouTube, and just check out different videos that pop up. Um, Word of mouth gets it known on the other platforms. Um, Basically, it's just getting the word out on what is involved in marketing. There's a lot more to marketing than what people think. It's not just putting ads out and getting responses. The proper way is put ads out there. I gotta put him in the drawer. Hold on. Hold in the drawer so you don't hear it. Talk about marketing. Telemarketers, crazy. Um, but yeah, when you put ads out there, the proper way to do it is get them into what's known as a funnel, and work them through the funnel, and at the end, either get them to make an appointment to talk to you or get them to purchase something. My case, I like talking to them, not just getting them to buy. I want to talk to them, see what they're looking for, and take it from there.
Speaking of taking it from there, Emily, take it from there. What's going on in your device? You got something going on? Are there people like chiming in, being like, "Oh my gosh, sign me up for John to revolutionize my marketing"? Is that what you got on your device there, Emily?
No.
No, what's going on in your device?
I had people asking about the show for following this one. So
Oh my gosh, you got back-to-back programming, Emily. Way to go.
yes.
All right. So Emily, John mentioned funneling. What is a funnel in marketing to you, Emily?
I mean, for funnels, I think it's something that like the different like categories that you're bringing people like into, right?
Yeah, some people in marketing call that like a lure, I talk about affinity and cause marketing. But the funnel style is a little bit of, catching people with um like some are practicing clickbait and stuff like that. There's something where you kind of know what interests people. And there's a little bit of, we talk a little bit about AIDA, attention, interest, desire, action. But the funnel is to go out there in email campaigns, social media campaigns, the different modes of communication, and then to have it be where their response to these exposed messages, it could be tied into a video. So that's part of what I want to bring out with this live streaming is we live in a very video intensive online marketplace right now. YouTube just dominating, always dominated the video space, but even has added in with the shorts and with podcasting. YouTube is, as much as they've always been a major player, they keep upping their game, and it's just getting more and more significant. And it's kind of how, people are doing it. They're getting captivated by videos. So John, I would trust that with your revolutionizing your marketing and with funnels, time and again, I mean, it's not good to do it all the time or have most of your funneling with video, but I imagine you spatter it in there once in a while because you got to have the video, right?
Yeah, and AI makes it even easier now. If someone doesn't want to go live on camera to do a video, there's AI programs out there now that you can take a picture and put content to it, and the picture will do the talking. I've done it with myself on one of my own ads, and that's kind of like revolutionizing the way ads get done. That can be used by itself. It can be used in an ad. It Could even be used in the middle of a funnel to keep attention. Because people get attracted to a video. And the more interesting the video is in the beginning, the longer they stay on the video. The longer they stay on the video, chances are they'll be more interested.
Kurt, did you have a question or comment?
Oh, Emily, you just spoke yourself into this one, Emily, because this one is for you, Emily. This one's for you. So, Emily, I have a challenge for you. It's like Mission Impossible. If you choose to accept, this live stream will self-destruct in, I don't know, what is it, Emily? 10 minutes, 20 minutes, half hour? I don't know. I don't know what you have planned here for today, Emily, but with what John just said, Emily, with artificial intelligence, I want to challenge you, Emily, and you tell us right now in this show, will you accept the challenge to get with John and to have your picture taken like he's talking about? And that in next week's show, Emily, what about you, Emily, demonstrate what you got done with John to do a video through AI, and then you share the experience with our audience next week? What do you think, Emily? Are you ready to rise to the challenge? Do you accept my challenge?
Yeah, except I can take a picture or send a picture, I guess.
Oh, you take a picture and you get with John,
Okay.
then John will teach you how to process that picture in AI, and you come back. It's like you're going through the workshop for the next week, and then you're doing a show and tell next week. What John helped you do as he helps you, Emily, revolutionize your marketing. What do you think, Emily?
Okay. Yeah, so this is like different than like the the other like character that I put up here, like the Zoom, like yeah.
Yeah, he's talking
Yeah.
about that people don't like to be on video, and you take a picture and you put that into the AI platform, and then he works with you on your message. We're talking revolutionize your marketing, so this would be to suggest it for marketing application. But Emily, you would get with John, and there would be a message that the AI platform would provide for you. And then from your picture, all of a sudden, people are seeing a video, and it's your message, Emily. How cool is that?
Yeah, with that the picture saying the message, right?
You won't even have to say a word. You
Yes.
get the voice that you want to use.
Don't spoil her, John. Oh my gosh, she's gonna go and start eating bonbons and having daiquiris or something while we're doing a show now. Oh man. So Emily, what do you have next for this your show? Revolutionize your marketing, Emily.
I'm sure Emily has questions for me.
She's running about 120 questions through her head and trying to pick one. It's almost like when they spin that wheel of fortune and you're trying to figure out what it's gonna finish on. So what's your question, Emily? Which one are you choosing?
Um, I don't know his question, but Sean, like how long have you been in? Well, I guess we're ready to start talking about like how long have you been kind of in the marketing industry? Kind of.
I've been kind of doing it for like 4.5 years now.
Okay.
Getting more into it though, but than I have been.
So like what are like all of the services does Mill City Marketing MA like provide? Like what kind of yeah.
basically what I do is just the ads, putting the funnels together and doing the content. But there's other parts to marketing, like the SEO part and things like that, that I have people that I can get to do that part of it.
Okay.
I can either send the customers directly to them to go through that part, or I can be like the middleman for them to get that part done. I have connections for pretty much any part of it. Websites, if they want a real technical website, I have people I can get to do that. Uh, Easy websites I can do myself. I'm working on mine again. That's why if you bring up mine, it doesn't open right now because I'm in the middle of fixing it.
Oh boy. I know you have like, go ahead.
There is one part that I am expanding on starting next week. At the age of 65, I am taking a college course. So you're never too old to learn. Taking a college course on cybersecurity. So that's about a 2.5 year course, but that'd be another item for businesses that most marketers don't even have a clue with. So that puts me a little bit above most marketers. Once I can help them make sure that their businesses are well protected from getting hacked and things like that.
Yeah, security with anything, yeah. Web is no different. Cybersecurity, it's an important thing.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to be caught being a victim of a breach and being vulnerable to that. I've heard stories time and again where people spend a lot of their work time and a lot of resources and money try to unravel it, and then it gets painful, how long it takes to kind of come out over and above and get your security back, if you don't. So it's that old thing, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. That's for sure. In the cyber world, big time.
Yeah. I figured, hey, yeah, I even forget how I ran across it, but it came up. It sounded like a good idea. So I said, hey, like my good old saying, take the leap. You can do it. So at the age of 65, I'm taking the leap.
Right. So that's good.
Who says you can't teach an old dog new tricks?
Right.
There's another phrase for.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
by the way, the phrase I had last week that I forgot to mention was winner. If you want to be a winner, be yourself to people. People will get attracted to you for who you are, not what you are. So if you want to be a winner, be yourself.
That's a good one too.
Wait till you see what I got coming for next week.
You did too. I guess we'll just have to wait till next week to learn that one. But yeah, I'm excited to hear what that one is too. I'm sure it'll be good. Um, but yeah, there's so much to marketing. But yeah, it's a big, big thing.
The other thing with marketing that a lot of people don't realize is who is attracted to your occupation or the items that you're trying to sell. That's key to the whole marketing. so that businesses don't waste their money on paid ads going to people that aren't even interested. It's not like businesses nowadays have all this excess money to spend and waste. So their return on investment is higher when you're directing ads to the right people. And right now, that's the whole name of the game with businesses, so they can stay afloat, is their ROI, the return on investment. You look like you have a question.
No, yeah, that's important, with the whole like time efficiency and being able to move forward and making sure you're into the right people and that kind of thing. That's important. Like, are you gonna say something? Or is it just because of don't know.
I was just going to ask you again what's going on with your device here, looking back at it again all the time. But yeah, you guys are talking about something that I've heard as right people, right place, right time. And the idea of the timing is in marketing, you want to go for some sort of constancy. You got to find that timing that's good, a big enough interval that it's real friendly and light and will stay well received. But then often enough, that you're there, when they should be reaching back to you. So, like, if you think of realtors sometimes they're sending to homeowners, like a postcard campaign or something, time and again. So when I go to my mailbox, I see these realtors on there, other companies doing the same thing. But realtors seem pretty notorious because they know that if all of a sudden, as homeowners, you decide to sell your house, um, that they want to make sure that they're at top of mind, when you go to a realtor to sell your property or to go looking for where you're going to move to. And, in the nonprofit world, it's almost like on the other side of it for nonprofits where, in nonprofit management, there's a teaching where that as you grow your nonprofit operationally, part of your marketing is to keep growing within, like organic growth, they call that. But, what really fosters that as a manager of a nonprofit is to make sure we're going out there and thanking everybody that from the thank you economy. And there too, they have these benchmarks where some might say 7 times a year look at who's donating financially, who's volunteering, everybody that plugs in and they're part of your team, whatever it may be, part of your staff. If you got a staff as a nonprofit, you want to make sure that there's some constant gratitude, that you're putting in place, as a nonprofit, so that as people keep considering, where they're going to donate to, with all the other nonprofits out there, when they know that you're ever so thankful, that creates the best favor that they will choose you the next time around as well. And when somebody loses touch with who they were donating to, they might shift their energies. So that's something to think about. And like you talked about funneling, John, the idea is you can have a successful funneling campaign to bring somebody in so that recruiting a customer client or, initially selling a client, then they become a customer or client. The other side of it is to, make sure to, keep selling them, on what you do and how you do it. And that they keep having this feeling that, they're going to stay with you. So how do you place that, John, in terms of, everybody wants to make a sale, but then what do you do? How do you place marketing on the post-sale side of things? Like after the sale is made and got somebody as a customer or client.
Well, again, that's where the funnel comes in. Part of the funnel would be automatically taking the customer's information and storing it in what's known as a CRM, which keeps all their information in a file. So then when you want to retarget them, we'll say, you create an ad, and with the push of a button, everybody on that list, you now have their email address. You can send it out to everybody on that list. So if you have a product and you want to run a special on it, create an ad on that for that one item and send it out to everybody on that list.
There you go. So, Emily, question for you. You're on the hot seat. What does it mean to upsell? What is an upsell?
I've heard of it, but I don't know if I can exactly say or explain it right now at the
Well,
moment.
there's an idea that's sometimes with services or with a product, there might be like an entry level purchase. So the idea is an upsell is if they come in and purchase your $20 a month program, that maybe they haven't understood yet how they would be strong on a return on investment to upgrade their account to, like, say, maybe $100 a month program. And then so that's where you can have a customer client, but then you continue your marketing of the capacity and the capability of what your company and your team can do. Because if you don't continue that process, it may be an opportunity cost. They call that opportunity cost, where you have a client or a customer that would actually be better off spending that little bit more money and getting a good magnitude more results to better demonstrate why they want to stick with your company and your team. And if you don't do that, they may be shown that type of alternative with another company, another team, and leave your company and team. And then you're scratching your head. You're like, I thought they were a satisfied, happy customer. Right, Emily?
Yeah.
So there you go. These are the things that build up to this whole round that's right here on your show, Emily. Revolutionize your marketing. And you wouldn't be doing it right now if it wasn't for John. Right, Emily?
Yeah. Yeah. And just talking about marketing, I did see another one of our marketing people join us.
We have another marketer.
Right, you were kind of getting paid towards the
No,
end of
no,
this show.
Wait. Is this gonna be a duel of the marketers right here on
no,
Revolution?
no, 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 not at all. No, we're here as a wait. Let me blur my background. I'm gonna flip it. No, we're here to support John. We're here to support John. What's up, John? Good afternoon, bud. Good afternoon.
How you doing?
Amazing, amazing. Just very, very blessed. You
All right,
know,
so
yes,
Christian,
I wanted to join in on the conversation. Of course, I'm definitely up for that.
all right, so Christian, before we get off on some tangent here, let's dive right in, Christian, that you're obviously familiar with John. So, and
Uh-huh.
how you understand John, Christian, how would you explain how the services and the tools and everything that John is doing is something of value to you, you being a professional in marketing, that you realize that, marketing is like the health field, where you can have a healthcare provider, but it runs the gambit on the specialties and the general capacity. And, so it takes a combination of people in the healthcare field to really get that healthcare that you want. So describe that,
You,
Christian,
th-
for our
yeah,
audience, how you and
that's a
John
great.
can come together and the two of you could help somebody's marketing. And there's a reason to use both of you, especially highlighting John's expertise and his specialties and where he keeps his focus. What do you think, Christian?
Precisely. See, I think that's a great way to look at it. We're part of the bigger picture, and honestly, the biggest thing with full service business agency, we do graphic design, we do consultation, we do the branding, we do the strategies. So it's within the wheelhouse. However, let me go ahead and say again, once again, you cannot ever discredit anyone, whether they're new first day on AI marketing, or whether they've been seasoned 30, 45, 50 years. You if you anywhere you close yourself off, you're going to limit yourself from what's out there. It could will be growth. Great example. John brought a picture, and I will say that for the client, it was kind of like, oh, and I'm going bingo, marketing gold. John didn't even realize this, but it was so. Let me go with what it is. It was an image that we were working on, those AI images about reforming the funeral industry, which our wonderful mutual friend and Sherry Wallace with letsbetrees.org. Make sure you get that plugged in. Um, there's a one where you're burying, you did an AI picture, and the picture, it looks really kind of, again, to some people morbid, and you got half a head out, and the person's like, ah. And I'm like, dude, that is gold. Um, we put that on the front of t-shirts, on the back of it, and then underneath the QR code, or within the image, the QR code, and it's like, can you afford to bury your whole, or on the back, letsbetrees.org or reformthefuneralindustry.org or whatever we want to put on there. But my point being is that if you're sliding, because this is what we do as a people, slide through social media, and all of a sudden you go through Let's Reform, and you see this person literally crying, and a background video just no, and you see the picture of this person that's literally head out, not even buried all the way. It's going to make you stop. It's going to do something, and so connecting those things. So it's not always a one size fits all. It's not always who you get along. It's not always, hey, I don't get along with him. I've had conversations where the clients go, I do have a graphic designer, but I don't really even like to call him. It seems like I bother him. So some of that stuff, we take it in-house and we go, hey, no worries. Give us the contact to your graphic designer, to your sign person, to your banners guy, to whomever it is. And we're going to bring him in and say, hey, we're working with such and such, and we'd like some of your services. Or how can we have you and collab some of your services into maybe if somebody asked me for a specific project that, again, I think John would be good suited for to do animation. He will say, hey, you know what, Christian, I need a little bit of help with a console because it's a brand new thing and branding. Cool. So then we switch gears, and it's a collab where it's not Christian's going to strategy, marketing, form. No. It's Christian's coming on to do a consult for a branding and what we're going to do and what John's going to position with AI, some of the stuff that they might need. Well, great. Now that I got an AI logo, banner, graphic, now what do we do with it? Where do we place it? What message goes behind it? So absolutely, Kurt, that's a great way of explaining it. And that's a great way of collabing and being open to people's, not just their strengths, but utilizing some of those strengths. I know Emily takes on a lot on the background and in the backdrop of things. I just just a couple of messages that she sent and copy and paste it and getting them to the right people and getting the right wording, like that just starts going in my mind, going, okay, so I have to stop. I have to slow down. So again, we all have our strengths. We all have our weaknesses. The best that we can invite each other and to listen and be kind. We have a great opportunity. And then the way that things are going, John, right now with AI and all of that, brother, I think you can get away with getting AI to for you to get some Danny DeVito and some AI, so that way you can just impersonate, and it's going to be only impersonations, 100% impersonation. But I swear, when I first hopped on, I'm like, wait, is that? No, that's John. Oh my gosh. So the way that things are going nowadays, you get your face to look like, and they do the shuttle shifts again. And I speak to this because I'm sure that John's been talking about AI. So there's some gnarly things going on. So with that being said, yeah, somebody can face plant my face on them if they look similar to me. And then as they move and speak, they can then record a video of what would be a deep fake, AI fake of me. And then obviously speaking, John would be speaking, but it would be my face and or AI face of mine. So it's getting gnarly out there.
There you go. So John, you want to speak to this a little bit in terms of, what you know about Christian and, kind of on his entity side of things, his span and what you're doing. You want to speak a little bit to differentiate how you two are both marketers, but you both have separate values and how it also comes together. What do you think, John?
Yeah, I mean that's the way that's the way the internet works now too. Is things that I might have trouble with. Christian's a good man to go back onto, and vice versa. I'm sure. Um, Again, the power with AI. I just found out a couple months ago that there's a piece of chat GPT. You can take a person's website and ask chat GPT to analyze the website, and it pinpoints things where there could be corrections made in their website as far as content or anything like that. I said, okay, this is great. This is a big help to everybody who does websites. So yeah, I mean, there's always new things that we're finding out with AI. There's always new things coming out. There's a great program where you just type in the type of picture you're looking for, and it gives you 4 to 6 different options to pick from. And I found one thing out by accident with that. If you don't clear out where you put in what you want and you put in something else, you could end up like I did. I end up with Snow White having a battle with a not Snow White, Little Red Riding Hood having a sword fight with a knight in the middle of the woods. So with AI, there's no limit as to what you can come up with for designs.
There you go. So we're going to leave it at that, folks. Speaking of no limits, there's no limits to what we're going to be doing right here to revolutionize your marketing right here with John and everything he has to offer, with Emily here as our podcast engineer, Christian, our chief collaborator here at Revolutionize Your Marketing podcast, vodcast show, live streaming to all of your social medias, and my dog, Minnie, who you can hear in the background. She wants to go outside. He's saying, hey, it's time to wrap up that show. People want to go and do something. So we're going to go let Minnie and all of you go out and do something. But hey, we're going to kick it back up here in just a few minutes. We're going to come back with the next program headed up by Christian. So stay tuned to this team. It's definitely going to be worth your time. So Emily, let's go ahead and get us on out of here. Do your thing, Emily. Outro and stopo.
Before the outro, can I just jump in and just give the quick monitor for 2 o'clock Pacific?
Oh yeah, we'll send you the bill. Go ahead, Christian. Just kidding.
All right, we're excited to announce a new podcast network, Net Worth event, conversation for all, joining the World of Ability Podcast Network. Today's Disability Channel and Project Die Hard. Today at 2 p.m. Pacific. Get ready for inspiring stories, expert advice, valuable insights, and there's going to be a networking part of it that we're all going to be enjoying. So tune in at 2 p.m. and we're going to get those intros. Have your email, contact info, industry, or tagline ready, along with one link that you want to share. We're doing this to make sure that 22 veterans take their lives each and every day? Let's change that. Easy Marketing and the whole podcast network is committed to supporting organizations dedicated to veteran mental health. Let's work together and raise awareness, provide resources. Hire a vet. Hashtag hire a vet.
There it is, folks. If that's not a showstopper, I don't know what is. It's also a Kickstarter. Again, very exciting here, all to revolutionize your marketing. So there it is, Emily. Go ahead and shut us down, and we'll be ready to kick it back up here in minutes. Thanks.